this and also so that we can have this. But I thank you for jumping on and checking out what I have to say tonight. And my name is Terrence Pounds. For those of you who don't know who I am, and I'm just a risky YouTube dude, as I call myself. And so you should know that any of these projects that I talk about tonight or anytime on my channel, you can lose some or all of your money. So let's just get that out the way. If you put $1 in or you put $1 million in, I want to be clear and very frank that you can lose some or all of your money. So there's not a guarantee to anything in this space. So I need to remind people that don't base your life's dreams and taking care of everything from this space as a for sure, because nothing is guaranteed. So you should only come out here with the mindset that you're gambling, that you're playing the lottery. And I think that if you go in with the mindset that you're gambling or playing the lottery, if you lose, then you should feel a little bit better about a loss, because if you get in a space, your chances of losing on a program are great. I'll be honest with you, they're great. I don't know how many of you had an opportunity to see my video from last night, excuse me, where I had an opportunity to go over all 70 or 80 platforms that I've ever been in since I got in this space, like 75 or 78 platforms, something crazy, right? And the reality of that journey is half of them are gone. Half of them are gone, folks. And so, 1 out of 2 is how I'm picking. And I don't know if you feel like that's good or bad, but you need to know that 1 out of 2 of the projects that I could potentially talk about tonight could not be here tomorrow or next week or even going further. But that's the risk of the game. But also, if you see, in my background here, you see the 250K in 5 months. Now, I don't know if you got a chance to see the video or not, but I'm gonna give you a little quick brief overview of how that went, and then we'll jump into a couple projects tonight and check those out. But here's the reality, folks. Even though this space is risky, and even though I've lost in half of the projects that I've ever been in, um, I started with roughly 30,000 in August. Well, it was 10,000 when I very first started with Novatech. And then within 30 days, I had put 30,000 in there because I was okay with the 3% a week. 3% a week is $900 a week. I thought that was phenomenal without me having to do anything, with my money passively making me money. Now, folks, this is all about passive, where your money works for you. Okay. And so I just want you to understand that, we're trying to get to a point where we're trying to get to the point where we can actually be able to make money while we sleep. To the point where we can make money for generations, money that, we can pass down to our children and our grandchildren and our grandchildren's children. And, I want to be very frank with you. I believe crypto is here to stay, and I believe it's part of the future. And I believe every single person that's on the call that positions themselves correctly in this crypto space, we have an opportunity to see unheard of wealth. And, I've been hanging around this crypto space for 10 years now. And I also have been personally trading for 6 or 7 years now. So, passive income and crypto and trading and all of that stuff, I love it, folks. I'm addicted to it. And so, as I had explained in the video, I came in with, roughly 30K, and very quickly that 30K ballooned to 50K. And that first like 15,000 was from a lot of referrals. So like the first $15,000 I made in the space was from building my Novatech team, right? In a very short amount of time. And then you guys know I diversified very quickly. October, I began to diversify. After just 2 months, I realized the importance of that. And so I went from only being in one passive income project to now being in over 40 passive income projects, having tried almost 80 passive income projects, folks. And so I've tried a lot of things. I believe I'm a better picker now. Not that I'm not going to pick some losers, but the fact remains I'm winning more than I lost. And then, folks, you also got to remember that I've already pulled, excuse me, that initial investment back up out of the space. So that 30K I started with, I already done grabbed that out of the space. And then not only did I grab that 30K out, I probably grabbed another 30 to 50K. I'm just being modest, right? I probably pulled out, excuse me, I probably pulled out roughly 80K. Okay. So in 5 months, I've got my initial investment back over 100%, and my portfolio value's worth a quarter million. So when I say my portfolio value, that means that all of the projects that I'm in, if they continue to pay out at what they're expected to pay out at, that's a $250,000 flat out, a quarter million. And folks, so with me having that type of arms and length and breadth and diversification in the space, I'm in a position where I can't lose. Even if I woke up tomorrow and all 40 programs are gone, I can't lose. Now, will I be frustrated? Yeah, it's like, okay, I took this time to build this and it's all gone, but I'll tell you, I'll be sleeping a lot better because I have $0 invested in this space anymore, and I'm pulling down dollars every day. And then I had got some questions about, a uh, couple people had chimed in and had made mention of, well, you have already muted everybody. No problem. Thank you, Admirai. So I had already pulled these dollars out, right? And then so I'm just in a position where it's going to wind up being a win. And so part of that, so you folks know, I am launching my own platform. So that platform is coming up very, very soon. We just working on the back layers office of everything. And you can trust indeed when you invest your money in any of the things that I release, right? Because I'm releasing multiple things. So if you invest your money in any of the things that I release, you don't have to worry about me rugging. I'm not running. And then you automatically know, well, this guy's already invested in the space. I'm heavy in here, and it's only going to get bigger. When you think about a couple $100,000 in portfolio value flipping into space at 1 to 2% a day, that's a lot of money, folks. So, we're not playing around out here. This is serious. We're going crypto millionaire status this year. And some of you will be going with me. You may not be able to make it there from $100, but if you got some capital to play with, I'm shooting about 50-50. Let's take this ride together and get to it. All right. So let me go ahead and get into a couple of these projects here. And yeah, actually, let's do. Actually, we're going to do something first. Let me show this chart. Um, David, you want to come on and show this chart here real quickly? Well, no, actually, let's show it at the end. We will show it at the end. Hold the chart, David. We're going to show the chart at the end. And then, folks, what I have is a chart put together of all of the projects. David's been helping me. I'm very appreciative of that. And then you'll be able to get to see all of my projects, all of the percentages, how they pay out on a weekly basis, top end, low end. So I've had a gentleman that's been very nice to help me organize this and put it in data that we can look at. So if you hang out to the end, we'll have a chance to take a look at that. Okay. All right, cool. So let me pull this up here real quick. And then folks, also, I'm not going to be able to respond in the chat because I'll be obviously presenting. So there won't be a way for me to respond in the chat to your request. So hold your questions until after the presentation of that specific project. All right. Thank you very much. So let's get into this real quick here. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen here. Let me share my screen here. All right. So I'm coming out the gates with one that's a little bit different than probably what you thought you were going to get tonight. And so this is Fortune Hunters, right? And then now let me tell you about, first of all, who's on the project. All right. So this is the biggest thing about this project is who's on the project. And not to mention they do pay 3.3% a day, but who's on the project is very important. So let me take a look at this core team that I'm going to share with you. All right. And then some of you may know these people, some of you may not know these people. Now, I know a couple of the names, not personally, but they're famous developers. And when I say famous, they're well known in this space for putting other quality projects together. So you got Crypto Craig right here. He's the founder of Fortune Hunters. Inspired to Listen is known across the DeFi space as one of the most trusted and transparent developers. His honesty and compassion for the smaller investor is renowned, and he lives in the spirit of Fortune Hunters. That is making a dependable, long-term passive income, a community where everyone is treated with fairness, right? That's the owner. Here's another core team member, Lucio. He became involved with the DeFi space several years ago as a way to find another income stream to provide for his family. He is part of several areas of project development and offers sound counsel to both the team and community. It's more to read there. Then there's George, right? George is a highly respected crypto veteran. He is an expert developer and personally developed many DeFi apps. He has a reputation for honesty and fairness, and team members of his projects consistently speak of his leadership qualities as well as his great sense of humor. He is the founder and respected DeFi auditors stamp.com, and he is an asset to FH, right? Fortune Hunters, right? Then you got Nelson at Phantom Shads. Nelson is known as the numbers guy, passionate about crypto. He is respected and loved by all. He's the creator of the fantastic FH similar spreadsheets. Then you got Brandon, started in DeFi during the COVID pandemic. 3 years later, formed relationships with people, and he enjoys being on the cutting edge of the technology, safe at home with the Fortune Hunters team. Then here's another core team member, Dark Side. And then so entered the mind-blowing world of DeFi after making $50 on Sheeb, pump and stumbled upon DeFi. Entered in the peak Dow, lost a lot. The node season lost a lot, lost less. ROI DApp season started to break out. Found Fortune Hunters, now safe, making money, feels he's at home. And then Z, he's Portuguese guy that started with crypto in 2021, involved in some projects. Ben Rugg was ready to quit, but then found himself surrounding by amazing people, blessed to meet, enjoyed the family of Fortune Hunters. And then Richie, a lot of people say they know about Richie. Crypto mischief. Richie needs little introduction, one of the world's most trusted influencers. He's known for entertaining and educating crypto videos, but more recently, his brilliant DeFi revenue tracking tool, Degen Farmer Spreadsheet, and Mischief Airdrop Miner. And then Jack. This is one of the ones that I was familiar with. Jack was the creator and founder of the Frost Flakes project, and his reputation as an excellent developer and, more importantly, a decent, trusted, and caring human being is second to none. He spent 12 years professional experience as a developer and has been in crypto for 5 years, DeFi for a year and a half. His strengths lie in programming. Jack is renowned across DeFi for his honesty, integrity, and always doing his absolute best to deliver on promises. He's connected to multiple different platforms. So, folks, I wanted to come in and show you the core team because a lot of this stuff, we don't know anything about the team. You can come and check out all their different doings. And then, folks, they got tons of different projects, right? So you can come right here. You can see all of the different projects that they have. But I'm only going to talk about one of these today, but I have a feeling you'll start seeing me talk about more of these different projects. So the one that I'm going to talk about today is the Farm of Fortune, right? Let me get here to this. Here we go. Farm of Fortune. All right. So, no, actually, no, I didn't want to take you to Farm of Fortune. I'm sorry. That's not the site I wanted to get you to. Let me get you to, hold on over here 1 second, folks. Let me pull up their website here. Okay, here we go. Farm of Fortune. Okay, 1 second here, folks. So I'll actually here, you know what? Let me go get the link. I know where the link is at. This is crazy that I got to go get the link here. And I don't have it right here. I'll get it from my Gmail. But as we're waiting, as I pull up my Gmail to get in here and get Farm of Fortune here. Here we go. Here we go. Now we can get here. All right. And so since I found that link, I might as well paste this link in the description of the video right now. Or not in the description of the video, but in the chat. So this would be here for you to be able to get. Now, this is one of the ones that I decided to get into here. Let me get here. The link is in the chat. So this is the one that I started with. And like I said, they have multiple different platforms that they released, all the same team, right? And then this one right here is you can get here. Let me get this connected to my MetaMask here, because this you will have to connect through MetaMask, folks, or some other trust wallet right here. And then so let me do this. And then I'm gonna connect to this so that you can see all about this particular dApp here. And then let me get over here to the home page of this. And then so this is what the home page looks like. I already read all the information off the page for you. And then you can see right here, folks, that this thing pays 3.33% daily. So, it took us a few minutes to get to what this pays, but it pays 3.33% daily, 1,215% 0.45 APR. Then you see they have a 1% daily compounding bolus. Now, for the link shares, you might not really care or like this, but the referral fee is only 1%. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's good, folks, because it's not going to crash the campaign trying to give out referral fees to everybody that wants to share the link. This program is about getting you some money, regardless if somebody else gets on or not. So I think that's pretty dope. And then they have a daily lottery and anti-well measures. Now, they do have a huge Telegram community. They're obviously going to be audited by the Stamped Smart Contract audit. And then, folks, you can see right here how much BNB is staked. They got a lot of money in this contract already $500,000. They've only paid out this in referral fees, so they can handle this. And then there's 910 BNB, right? Now, folks, here's the dashboard, right? Very easy. Oh, this shows what I had got started with here, right? I put in 1.6 BNB, roughly 500, right? And then here's the total deposits. Haven't withdrawn anything. Here's where my rewards would sign up for, right? And then here's your referral link when you refer somebody to this particular project. And then essentially what you're doing is you are hiring miners. Now, your miners do the work for you, and then your rewards are dropped down every single day. Now, let me show you a little bit more about this project, though. Let's go a little bit deeper to see how it works, because they have some very good tokenomics. The 3.3% per day is phenomenal. Don't have to do much more than that. And then also the 1% compounding every single day is dope, which let me show you about this. What is the Fortune Miner? Now, the Fortune Miner is a decentralized game built on the Binance Smart Chain. The object of the game is to hire more miners sooner and more often than other players. This in turn earns you more BNB faster. These miners work for you tirelessly, paying you a daily average of 3% of your miner's value. The daily percentage returns depends on users' actions that are taken within the platform that impact the miner's efficiency rate. The mining efficiency rate rises and falls as the user hires miners, compound earnings, and pocket BNB rewards. Once miners are hired, they cannot be sold, and the investment made to purchase them cannot be taken back. However, once bought, miners will not stop producing yield. The sustainability and longevity of this game will depend on every single player's actions. So this is part I'm going to explain to you very carefully, because you need to understand why I think that this is sustainable. It is crucial to compound your earnings as least as often as you pocket them. So what they're saying is you got to compound often enough and withdraw in a balanced schedule. And what that is it's no more than 50-50. One day you take profits, one day you compound. If that's the way you want to do it, that's the max in order not to get charged a lot of fees. Now, the moment someone doesn't do their part, the game as a whole starts to suffer. It is also important to spread the word, recruit more players to join. If everybody brings in two people, which you don't have to, but if everybody brings in two people and everyone plays the game as it's meant to be played, everyone wins. Do your part, and this game will last a really long time. Now, the dev fees will also be used in syrup pools to increase contract balance and longevity of the contract with huge self-sustainability. Now, what do these miners do? Miners games work similarly to any other financial market where an asset has an intrinsic value that is relative to the supply or demand of said asset. Miners are purchased with a predetermined currency at a price relative to the miner's current mining efficiency rate. After the miners are purchased, they go to work for you right away to give you the best yield on your investment possible for as long as possible, just as any other asset bought or sold on the open market. The price of a miner will fluctuate over time, as will the mining efficiency rate as you and other players hire miners. That's just getting involved. The price of the miner will fluctuate over time, as will the mining efficiency rate as you and the other players hire miners. Compound the earnings and pocket the earnings. To put it plainly, the more demand for miners, the more they will increase in value and the more yield they will produce. Inversely, when the demand decreases, so will the value of the miners and their daily returns on investments. The main difference between a miner and a traditional financial market is that a miner cannot be sold. Only the value they provide can be sold. As the players of the game as a whole compound their earnings, make new deposits, the mining efficiency rate will stay relatively constant, but the moment the players start to withdraw more than they are compounding, the mining efficiency rate will begin to drop as to preserve the TVL and the longevity of the miner. So, Fortune Miners has several anti-dumping and anti-well measures in place to ensure the longevity of the project. These measures include maximum deposits, maximum withdrawals, as well as cutoff times and cool down times for withdrawal. The Fortune Miners also uses rehypothecation to help sustain longevity of the miner. The cutoff time is the amount of time that it will take for your cart to be full of rewards. Once the cart is full, it will stop filling until you've taken some action. So once the cart fills, it's filled. Then you got to do something. This is to prevent whales from letting their rewards accumulate for a long time and removes the false impression contract value is going up when most of its rewards, the whales are waiting to withdraw at once. The cool down time is the amount that one has to wait before they can make another withdrawal. This also prevents the contract balance from decreasing in value too fast. If the team decides it's necessary to protect the contract balance, this period can be adjusted to slow down the rate of withdrawals, but it can only be set to a value less than or equal to 48 hours. To reward players for playing the game, this is big, folks. There is a bonus when you compound your daily earnings instead of withdrawing them. The compound bonus increases 1% every 24 hours that you compound without withdrawing, 10% max. So folks, this is super dope to me. And so if you compound every day, that percentage goes up 1% every day with the 10% max. This incentivizes the user to compound more often, which will help boost the miner's efficiency rate in the long run. To be able to stabilize the compound bonus feature, the player must not compound before the provided timer reaches 0. So you got to wait till the timer reaches 0, then you compound. For the player who chooses not to play the game and only withdraw, there will be a 90% tax on those withdrawals that stay in the contract. So if you decide that I'm not going to play the game, I'm going to withdraw my money regardless of what you say, instead of doing 1 day withdrawal, 1 day compound, then you make 2 or more consecutive withdrawals, this tax is applied. Withdrawals that are made following a compound action after the 24-hour cool down will be exempt from the tax. Fortune Miners has a very unique feature that has never been done before. which effectively decreases the amount of the minor inflation that occurs over a long period of time. Every sell action will only add 5% of the amount to the total supply. Old miners at 100% is what is sold to the total supply. This means that the contract will have a lower inflation rate. And then they also have a lottery, folks, that if you want to put in 0.01 BNB into the contract, you can have an opportunity to win in their lottery. All right, well, folks, let's open up for any questions on this particular project. You will have to unmute yourselves, but let's open up for questions on Fortune Miner.
Terrence, I got a question.
Go right ahead.
When you so like you put in and then it says so basically it'll have an automatic timer on the dashboard. When that timer is to 0, then you withdraw.
Here's mine right now. Mine is actually connected. You can see right now mine is ticking down.
And then when you withdraw, you get 3% of whatever you invested minus whatever they took in fees directly to your MetaMask?
Directly to your MetaMask wallet. Crazy, ain't it?
As BNB.
BNB.
Oh, wow. And then so it's just as simple. And then let's say once you ROI, it just keeps going. Like you didn't even, theoretically, you wouldn't have to invest more. If it keeps going, you would just keep getting that amount.
Yep. As long as this thing keeps going, you keep getting that amount. So there's no deposit release back in the end. But let's put it in real perspective. 3% a day, 30 days, you got 90% of your money back. But with this particular platform, you got to withdraw one day, you got to reinvest one day. So it's a 50-50 compound withdrawal strategy. And so every other day, that 3% is a little bit bigger than it was the day before.
Okay, so so you'll have your money back in whatever, like 2 months or something or less, right?
Correct, yes.
You literally, you could just kind of set it and forget this. If you just follow the rules, you basically just keep withdrawing one day, compound next day, withdraw one day, and then you don't even have to put any more money in if you're satisfied with that or something.
Yep, exactly. Now you will have to get it and forget it. So that's the only thing. It's not a set it and forget it one. You will have to have an action every so many 28, 24 hours, right? You'll have to jump in and do it every 24 hours.
So once it gets to 0, you have to withdraw, otherwise it won't compound, right?
You won't. If you don't take action, you're not going to accumulate any more rewards.
I see. Okay, so this is just about discipline, making sure you follow the rules. You withdraw when it's 0, so you get your BNB, and then you just keep following the method compound. Now, if you don't withdraw, can you compound just continuously? Is that allowed, or you have to do withdraw one day compound?
You can. So here's the thing. You can compound every day up to 10%. So every day that you compound, so mine is plus 2%, right? And then I'm a compound again, is going to be plus 3%. Then I'm a compound again, is going to be plus 4%. So this goes up to 10%. And so here's the thing, the max is 10%.
Okay.
You can grow by 1%, the max is 10%.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so this is something I definitely want to get into.
I like it, man. I mean, I've liked a lot of things that have disappeared. But when you talk about developer teams and who's behind the project, that roster of names, you're going to find hard to beat that roster of developers in this space. And to be honest with you, when I put in the 500, I did not know those rosters of developers. Not actually, a friend of mine had introduced this to me and told me, hey, I like it, get in it. And maybe he told me about the developers. I don't know. But I wanted to honor what I said, that I was going to get in it, because what he told me about it seemed good enough. So I just threw 500 in it. But I'm going to take this thing up to $3,500. To me, with the dev team, and I don't jump in a lot of projects, 3,000 and 5,000 off the bat. But this is a $3,500 starting project for me. And then I just look at the fact that 30 to 60 days, I'm gonna have my bread back, regardless of the team, regardless of what happens. That risk is worth it to me.
I would love to put $1,000 in this. This is
Yes,
actually
sir.
something I've been looking at, and you made the video a few days ago, which I liked. And I just don't know how to get around it to do it, but that's
Yeah.
something I want to do.
Yep. Yep. And I can't see who talking. Is this Jazz?
Yeah, yeah, it's me,
Um,
Jazz.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. So we can jump on. It takes 5 minutes. You got MetaMask, right? For art.
I got the ETH. I have the ETH ready to go. We just got to do the same thing. I get a little scared because I'm not that, advanced, but
Yeah.
like do the whole Qcoin BNB swap, put it back in and connect the contract.
Yeah. Well, if you stay on at the end of the call, or if you got to get off and get on towards the end of the call, I'll help you with it tonight. Anybody that wants to get connected, MetaMask,
Yeah.
this is simple. It's not a hard
No, I'll
connection,
be,
long as you already got MetaMask and stuff.
I'll be on the call throughout and I'll wait till the end patiently. No problem.
Sounds good, brother. I got you.
Thanks again.
Yep, you're welcome. Anyone
Okay.
else?
okay. Terrence, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. This is Alvina. I
Hey, how you
wanted-
doing?
Now I'm good. With the 10% compounding, you're saying that we would have to compound if we choose to till 10%, and then after that 10%, we would have to withdraw. Is that correct?
Correct. You would have to withdraw once you get to that 10%, and then you would start over again with that process of, the 3.3%, then the 4%, then the 5%.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long does it take to get to the 10%? Is that a week or 2 weeks?
7 days. So 7
7
days.
days.
So yeah, because you start at 3 and you get 1% a day.
1%. I gotcha. So basically, you could go a whole week and just compound
Mm-hmm.
and not withdraw. Okay.
Yeah. That's my plan. That's my plan. I'm not telling anybody else what to do. Maybe, people to get your money off the table, do 50-50. But me personally, yes, I'm going to compound this every day over here because I want to see what it's like. I want to get to
Right.
it. And then I'll start over again, and I might just compound it every day, take my 10%, compound it every day, take my 10%. And at that point, I'll see what it looks like, but
Okay.
it's interesting to me. I think it's neat.
Then
I think it's cool.
yes, it's different. I see. And if you do it that way, then it would take longer for you to get your money off the table, maybe 3 months or
Well, I
you're
don't
doing
think
it
so.
for-
I don't think so. I didn't do the math, but the fact that you're getting 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, 7%, 8%, 9%, 10%, you getting those bigger numbers, then you would making a
Mhm.
withdrawal. That's going to probably be pretty healthy. And I did not do the math to see what that would look like. But you'll
Look
have,
like.
more percentage back than not after you do those 10
Okay.
days of compounding.
Okay. And then do you have to physically go in every 24 hours and compound it?
Yep, you have to make a decision every 24
Okay.
hours. And so they'll
4
have your,
hours.
yep,
Okay.
and you got to wait till it gets down to 0 in order for you to keep that compound bonus going up.
Compound.
Yep.
Okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yep,
Thank you.
0.05 BNB to get started, 100 BNB max.
Got it.
So,
Okay. Thank you.
yep, you're welcome. Great questions. Anybody else?
I just think one quick thing. I think the original BNB miner is still going, right? Like 3 years or something like that.
I don't know.
There was-
That's a great question. I don't know.
I think it is. So I think this is even better plan. So this has potential for a lot of longevity.
I think so too, man. Like I said, I don't like to get overly excited about projects. But it has, to me, the makings to be something great. So. Any other questions, folks? Okay, cool. We're going to get into another MetaMask banger. I'm keeping y'all on the MetaMask. I told y'all to level up and get these Web3 wallets. Yeah, it's not a just deposit dashboard thing. This next one is Harvest Keepers, y'all. This project right here, once again, is something you connect through MetaMask. But look, increase your capital. 101% in 21 days. You get all your money back in 21 days. And yes, folks, they pay 4.81% per day. It's fixed. You get it every day. And if you're a link share, folks, you can get a little more money, 8% over 3 levels. You get 2 levels, I'm sorry, 5% on the first level, 3% on the second level, right? And then folks, it's in the digital Bloomberg and Yahoo, right? Now, I'm not saying that just because it's in those places that it won't scam or rug, but you know how I am. I'm a sucker for that type of thing. And then they got videos on YouTube. I'm not the first YouTuber to make a video. Now, let me tell you about Protocol. The Protocol works in cooperation with the Harvest Keepers trading bot with artificial intelligence, which completely eliminates the human factor in trading, creates the possibility to generate profits 24/7, analyze patterns, risk, incidents, and factors associated with the past experience with the help of algorithms, as well as provides decisions making only from objective data, excluding assumptions and hypotheses. What was that? It's an AI robot. Once again, that's all it is. It's an AI robot that does everything for you. So once again, this is completely passive, folks, right? And then here it is. The Harvest Keeper protocol has built-in algorithm for automatic retention of trading profits for the provision of an insurance fund. Now, this is what they say, folks, which guarantees to cover 100% of each user's investment, right? 100% of each user's investment. The protocol allocates a certain amount of insurance fund to each wallet. This ensures that your investments will be fully secured, folks. Now, listen. Harvest Keeper never controls your asset. It is not a platform for storing assets. By connecting your wallet, you automatically get full access to your assets and can use the platform while maintaining full control over your assets. I like that, right? And then folks, here's a breakdown of where the fees go, right? Bot 2%, 3.1% here, 4.8.1%. Treasury, here's the totals. And so this is what they're saying, folks. Their protocol ensures that this rate of rewards is secure. From the daily trading of Harvest Keeper bot with the artificial intelligence, funds are automatically deposited into the treasury, which holds a volume of additional funds that are insured at a fixed percentage. Even if the bot trades at less than 4.81% profit per day, funds will be allocated from the treasury, which are held there in a significant reserve to maintain the protocol, right? And then folks, they say it's a sustainable investment. The Harvest Keeper bot with artificial intelligence is a reliable passive investment aimed at increasing your capital. You can either withdraw your capital rewards daily or reinvest them. You can redraw daily or reinvest them. Their platform works automatically 24/7 without any additional conditions, restrictions, or blocking. Profit comes to you every day, so you don't have to worry about the volatility. I already told you about the referral levels, 2 levels, 5 and 3. And then very easy to get started, folks. This is simple, right? You're going to get started with a MetaMask or Trust Wallet. They use BNB. You have to have USDT on the Binance network or BNB. If you're an ARC or some of these other ones, this is really easy at this point, right? You enter the amount you want to invest and click deposit. You make profit every day, folks. And you have stable profits from their bot. Here's a calculator down here so you can see what your investment would look like. And then you have Harvest Keeper has undergone an audit by the leading company Contract Wolf. So it's been audited, folks, which confirmed the complete security of the smart contract as well as the absence of technical flaws. They have KYC'd. People always ask. The Harvest Keeper team has passed KYC, confirming their legitimacy. And then here's the different crypto publications here, folks, that you can go read about Harvest Keeper. And then here's their team. You can look them up. Marcus Peters, Martin Fabry, Lawrence Litcher, Jenry Montgomery, and then obviously the star of the show is the Harvest Keeper bot. You're going to see other YouTubers that have done videos out here. They actually have a roadmap where they have different stages to build the app dashboard, credit card payments, launch the alpha version of the mobile app on Android and iOS. Pretty simple platform. BEP20 BNB. When can I take my profit investments? Our protocol credits your rewards every day in your account. You can collect the rewards anytime. Can you withdraw your initial investment? Yes, you can withdraw your initial investment over time. Now, how is that? Because you get it back in 21 days. 21 days you earned it back. So no, you don't get money back in the end. You get it back in 21 days, and then you're playing with house money, right? Is it possible to make 7 deposits? Yes, it is. You can make deposits at any time. Then our bot immediately starts generating profits for you. This is a great way to increase your daily income. Who is the Harvest Keeper team? Consists of a group of professional developers and programmers, marketing department, and CEO. The team has huge experience and authority in the crypto sphere. You can get acquainted with the team on their website team section. Has the team passed KYC? Here you go. You can go check out the KYC of the team. Then, do they have a smart contract audit? You can look at the audit. Who do you contact if you need help? They have 24-hour support, and they have a huge Telegram chat and channel. And their Telegram channel, I'm pulling up right now, you should be able to see it is 39,000 people in the Telegram channel already. All right, folks, let's open up for questions on Harvest Keepers.
Hello?
How long does the robot last once you hire it?
Until the contract ends.
And how long is the contract? What's the
Until,
duration of it?
I hate saying forever, but until it doesn't work anymore. So, you know, these things are set up when they say fixed, and this is one of the ones they say fixed. And so that just means as long as this thing keeps going, that number stays fixed.
So basically it's indefinite for as long as the program is functional.
That is the word, and that is the way that should have been phrased. Indefinite as long as the program is functioning. That is correct.
Okay. And it also looks like it might be a useful method of, say, tax hedging. Say if you have a fair bit of because that money is sort of tied up in an asset essentially that it pays over time. If you're like incorporated or something, you can put a fair number of your profits as a deposit there, say the end of the quarter, and basically defer taxes that way.
Yeah, I mean, this is crypto, and you know, you're using a MetaMask wallet or a Trust wallet. You know,
Yeah.
nobody knows what happens there. You know, you're in Web3 land, and that's what they hate. They have no idea about the dollars that transfer around in Web3 land.
I see. At
Yes,
least.
sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi. I literally just came in. How many projects did I miss up until this point?
No problem. You missed 2 projects. You missed Fortune Miners and Harvest Keepers. I am recording this, so as soon as it's over, I'll have this popped up, and I do have videos already on Fortune Miners and Harvest Keepers.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Now,
you.
if you've already seen them and you had specific questions about Fortune Miners or Harvest Keepers prior to getting on, I'll be happy to answer those for you before we move into the next project.
I don't know what those 2 projects are.
Okay, cool.
I'm-
So, yep. So don't worry to be in the recording and to be the first 2. I just got on them this week, so they're brand new and hot.
Okay,
Aaron,
thank you.
Yep.
I got
Yes.
a question.
Sure.
So you can't withdraw daily. You gotta withdraw. Does it like automatically withdraw to you 21 days after?
No,
How does that
no.
work?
Great question. No, it's available daily. So every day it's available, and you can withdraw it every day. So literally you can minimize your risk every day by withdrawing it every single day. And then after 21 days, you would have totally withdrawn your whole initial investment back.
Same thing with these like you withdraw whatever you invested USDT or BNB, you just get that back and directly to your wallet when it's connected.
Correct. Correct. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Good question. Good question.
Hi, good night, Terrence. How long has this project been in operation? And the 21 days, is that 5 working days or 7 days a week?
It's 7 days a week, and it started, I seen in their group, the first post in here was the end of February. Excuse me, the beginning of February. And if anybody else is on the call that knows the exact date, that's great. But I looked at this chat right here that I'm scrolling through, and it started at the beginning of February. So we're pretty new still.
Okay, cool. So just for calculation's sake, right? Just to get a pictorial of it. So if you say 1,000, so that's 1,000 multiplied by 101%, right? So that's
Mhm.
1,010, then multiplied by 21 days, that's 21,210 that you're getting?
No. Think about
No?
it as whatever you start with. So say you
Right,
start with 1,000 in
right,
21 days at 4.81%, you're going to have just your 1,000 back and just a little over. Not your
Okay,
initial
got it.
deposit never is returned to you. So it's never coming back. The initial deposit, you consider the first 21 days as you getting your initial deposit back. And then after that, you're forever in profit after 21 days.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks much.
You're welcome very much. Great question.
I remember my question now.
Yes.
So I remember, I think recently in your most recent video, you said something about your how to make $300,000 a year. Can you go over that plan again? I don't,
Yeah,
when
not
you were talking, I didn't understand it clearly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what specific moment you were talking about in the last. Briefly, yeah. 7,000, 1% daily compounded, $7,000 at 1% daily, just one, and you compound it every day for a year. That's almost $300,000.
Okay, so say say it was AAS.
Well, hold on.
I take,
Hold on. I don't want to get off track. All right, so
okay, this
hold that.
project,
Yep,
okay,
hold that for later. The
later,
calculations
okay,
and all that, we can do all that later. But just
okay,
understand the point I was making. If you get on the calculator, you put in 7,000, you put in 1%, you compound that out on the calculator. They have calculators for that. It shows you the numbers, what I was talking about. Okay.
okay.
Okay, cool. And then now I wanted to also show you this guys from Harvest Keeper here. It says, have you noticed that Marty was back from the future, constantly running errors everywhere? At first you think, how is that possible? Then you realize with Harvest Keeper, there's no need to imagine. You steadily get 4.81% rewards per day. Now look at this right here, which I'm excited about. And it says, don't forget, after inviting 5 referrals, there will be a new premium pool of BUSD invested open for you with increased yield. So it hasn't opened yet. So 5 referrals get you put in this, and it's crazy to me, folks. It's crazy to me. But 21 days, I'm playing with the house money. So that's why I'm on that. All right.
Terrence, is there
Okay.
a minimum amount you can deposit? Or
Let me
like to
let me
start
see
with?
what. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Let me find out what it is again. Let me get back over here to this part right here. Where am I? Oh, all right. So where are we at? Farm. Oh no, we on Harvest Keepers, right? Okay. And then I think it's 0.1 BNB. I can't remember, but we're gonna take a look again just so we got the answer. It's 0.1 or 0.2 BNB. So frequently asked questions. Get back up here to the top. Okay. Let me see here. I can't remember. Let me open the app and see. And then let me get my MetaMask. Oh, $50 USDT. So here's the dashboard, what it looks like, and your wallet connects, and you can see on this particular account, I got 400. You guys can't see my screen, right? Okay.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
can see it.
Okay, perfect. So $436 on this dashboard right here. And then so it's $50 in USDT on the Binance network. And then you can also deposit in the dashboard here, which I believe is 0.2 BNB. So those are your deposit options. And my beloved admin, would you like to speak up? Something you got to say? I seen your hand up. I wanted to make sure I got you in.
I just wanted to let you know that with Harvest Keeper, you get back your initial capital after 60 days. So they don't keep that money. So whatever you invest after 60 days, you get that back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, so listen, I stand corrected. I was wrong. I thank her for answering that. And I guess that's in the frequently asked questions. But you do get your initial seed capital back after 60 days. Thank you so much for bringing that up. That makes it even better, to be honest with you.
Just one last one.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, one last question while we're on that 60 days. If you get your initial back after 60 days, then you have to start all over again with the new deposit?
Hey, Mariah,
and
do you
start
know
earning again?
on that? I would assume so, but I
No,
don't.
you can't. No, you don't have to start back with a new deposit. But if you're taking out your profits every single day, after 60 days, if you take out your initial capital, you're not going to have any money inside your wallet. So obviously
Okay.
you're going to have to leave some money in there. But like whatever you invest within your first investment, within 60 days, you can take everything out plus whatever is left in there if you want to.
Okay, makes sense. Thanks.
Pretty good. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyone else on Harvest
That-
Keeper?
So that means Harvest Keeper is similar in nature to, say, Carnelian 12, in that it's with Carnelian 12, it's a 12-day contract at 12% a day. Here it's a 60-day contract at 4.81% a day, is basically
Right.
what you're telling me.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. That would mean I need to do a little bit of a recalculation. Let me get, and I can tell you what the actual loopy is here.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Wonderful. Anything else on Harvest Keeper? Okay. All right, cool. We're gonna stay in this ROI DAP land. Y'all gonna level up. Y'all gonna level up. All right. Here's Big Well. All right. Another new project I just got in, right? Okay, cool. She put that in there. So this is Big Well, another new project that I just got in. You can connect with a number of different Web3 wallets. And what is it? You earn interest, borrow BNB, all on the DeFi smart contract, daily rewards from 0.8 to 0.2% per day. So it's Big Well Liquidity Protocol, just launched like 2 days ago. So if you like to get in these things early, this one just launched. 100% transparent DeFi staking and borrowing protocol, verified smart contract on the BSC, which is the Binance Smart Chain. How do you get paid? Folks, it's 0.8% if you start with 0.1 BNB. You go to 1 BNB, it's 1.2. 10 BNB, it's 1.5. 30 BNB, it's 1.8. 80 BNB, it's 2%. Now, what happens is if you would like to borrow, you can borrow BNB at a rate of 5% interest per day. So folks, that's how they pay this, right? They got people that come and borrow money, you know, BNB. They loan it out at 3 to 5% interest per day. Then they turn around and pay you from 0.8 to 0.2% interest. You can visit their borrowing page in the app to apply for a loan. Minimum loan amount is 200 BNB. Approval and loan depends on your current assets. You can withdraw your daily rewards in your wallet in less than a minute. That's why I love those MetaMask apps. The Big Well DeFi protocol works with 14 popular Web3 wallets such as MetaMask for seamless and secure experience. Now, earn even more by referring other people to the Big Well protocol. The protocol pays you a part of referral earnings up to 3 levels, 10, 5, and 2, if you refer somebody to the Big Well protocol, not exceeding 1% on the 8 BNB of sanctioned loan amount if they're approved. And then folks, they have a calculator down here. You can see what it looks like to do 0.1 BNB all the way up to 100 BNB. You can look and see what that looks like over a few days or 100 days. And then you can look and see what it looks like if you just go ahead and reinvest that money every day for that period of time. Now, I've already told you what they are. They're a decentralized staking and borrowing protocol built on the Binance Smart Chain. They loan out money and they give you a percentage of it back. Now, their borrowers are thoroughly vetted businesses and individuals who operate in countries where banks are not crypto friendly. And in some case, crypto is banned or heavily regulated at the government level, such as China. Their borrowers are involved in large-scale, capital-intensive crypto operations, proprietary AI-based trading and liquidity algorithms on major crypto exchanges, as well as massive crypto mining farms, which require tons of capital to scale up. Capital, which we are more than happy to provide at 3 to 5% a day. What's the minimum deposit? You know, it's 0.1 BNB. You already know the current interest rates. You can withdraw your earnings daily. They accept BNB only on the Binance Smart Chain. Here's their referral systems, 5, 3, and 1. Here's the daily interest that we talked about here. And then who is the team behind this particular project? Now, this particular team here, let me admit these people in. Hold on 1 second. I got a couple people trying to get in. And then so this team right here, Big Whale FinTech Company Limited, is a private company in Switzerland. Their protocol is an answer to traditional KYC banks and restrictive governments who are difficult to work with, especially for anyone in the crypto industry. They value the anonymity of their borrowers and stakers, as well as their partners, their team members, and they do not require any form of KYC or identification from you or the borrowers. And they're trusted. Their trust is built on open source verified smart contracts, which anyone can see at any given point in time. Now, how risky is this protocol, folks? The risk comes from the form of bad debt. So if people don't pay their debts back, that is one of the largest risks in money lending, even in a DeFi protocol. However, they greatly minimize the risk by not only thoroughly vetting their borrowers, but also locking in a part of the collateral in a separate borrower smart contract, which is made between them and the borrower, which safeguards at least 80 to 90% of all of the approved loans in the case of borrower defaulted. So folks, that is this particular protocol. And they even tell you right here, do not stake more than 5% of your total savings into any single investment, including this one. So that is the Big Whale protocol liquidity. Let's open up for questions, folks.
This is the same thing. Once you invest, is it like just continues to work infinitely and as long as the project is alive?
Yeah. This is one that works indefinitely as long as the project is alive. This one I wind up putting in 5 BNB in this particular wallet. And I forgot to tell you guys, I usually tell you what I put in projects. I started I started Harvest Keepers with 1,000. And then I said, I'm gonna go for it in the first 21 days. And I wind up bumping that up to 3,300. I put 500 in Fortune Miners. I'm gonna take that up to 3,500 tonight. And then Big Well, you see I put in 5 BNB, and then I'm going to wind up putting in another 5 BNB to get myself to that second level in this particular project. You see I'm at the 1.2%. My earnings are calculating down. Very simple dashboard right here, staking balance. And once it comes down, you can see right here, we got a few referrals over the last couple of days. So people are coming in. Yeah, so this is Big Well right here. Any questions about Big Well?
And then you can withdraw daily as well.
Yep, as soon as this rewards timer counts down right here, my rewards will be right here where I can either restake them or withdraw.
Pretty straightforward. Thanks.
Yep, great question. Any other Big Well questions? Okay, cool. All right, well, shoot, while we up here in ROI land, I'm gonna show y'all one more ROI, and then we're gonna get into, let me see, we're gonna look at one more ROI dApp, And you can probably already guess what that ROI DAP is. Somebody can blurt that out, but I'm gonna go in here and pull this up since we in ROI DAPs. And how can you talk about ROI DAPs without talking about this ROI DAP? Uh-oh, I don't know where this account is at. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. When you got 70 different MetaMask, it's a little bit different. We're gonna connect here, and then we're gonna look at this. Y'all knew what was coming. Come on, stop playing. All right, ArcFi. All right, can y'all see that? Just want to make sure y'all can see that. ArcFi. It's my #1 platform, y'all. It's my #1 platform. I have more money invested in ArcFi than any other platform. Now, why did I invest more money in ArcFi than any other platform? Because I love ArcFi, right? And everybody's going to love a project for different reasons and decide what they like, right? But for one, I get to talk with the management at ArcFi. I get to talk with Atlas, the founder. I get to talk with Brett, and I get to talk with Brandon, and I get to talk with coaches there. And it's phenomenal. I'm having a magnificent time talking with the team. They have a podcast every night at 6 o'clock. You know how, and I'm not mentioning any names, but you know, some platforms, and there's multiple, not just one, where you can't even get in contact with the people. Every night, 6 o'clock in Telegram, there's a live podcast every night. And then you can get help in their Telegram channel 24/7. It's dope. Like, and I've helped some of you people on the phone on board for ARC, and I didn't have to do that. I could have sent you over to the coach and they could have got you done. Now, what is ARC? ARC is an innovative fintech group focused on creating simplified, decentralized finance for investors. The ArcFi ecosystem of high-yield applications are designed to be disconnected from the volatility of traditional markets and provide a passive income source during times when investors need it the most. And then, folks, here's their money. They got almost $5 million in here, 3,800 users. They have an ARC token that's worth about $5.71 a token. And this token's been super stable, folks. And they got liquidity over $1 million. Now, what most of you on the phone are going to be interested in is the ARC Vault. What is the ARC Vault? Well, that's where you stake your BUSD and get paid 2% a day. 2% a day, folks, 7 days a week. And they pay you up to this 2% a day until you reach 300% of your investment. So you put in $1,000, they're going to pay you up to 2% a day until you reach 300% of your investment, right? Now, this is the primary thing that most people are concerned with. I'm going to show you what I got set up. And then they have the foundation. What is the foundation for? The foundation is another place where you can stake BUSD. And the reason you stake the BUSD there is so you can open up for referral rewards. Now, everybody doesn't refer people, but just in case you want to and gain the rewards, which is a 5% referral reward, then you just put about $250 to $300 worth of BUSD in the foundation. And then you can refer people. And if you want to refer deeper levels, you put more BUSD in there. Now, folks, another beautiful thing about this is when you put that there, it earns a variable reward every day. So it earns you between 0.1% to 0.2% every day. And it's fully liquid. You could take it at any given time. It's kind of like a savings account with a variable interest that opens you up for referral rewards. Now, folks, they also have legacy NFTs. Now, why would you want to buy a legacy NFT? Because legacy NFTs, they also open up referral levels for you too. They have a higher variable reward, which is 0.2 to 0.3% every day. That's pretty good, folks. A 0.25% every single day when you purchase one of their legacy NFTs. And then it also allows you to compound more frequently. Now, those are the three parts of ARC. Very easy to get started. You folks have MetaMask already set up. It's built on the Binance Smart Chain. You can own a piece of ARC. Now, let me go over here and launch the DApp real quick. And obviously, I have tons of videos on ARC because it's no secret. It's my favorite project in the space. And then so right now, when you come over here, oh, I forgot to tell you, when you also stake in the foundation, or you buy a legacy NFT, it allows you and opens you up for the chance to win the Spark Prize Awards. Now, what is the Spark Prize Awards? It's an award given out every day. It's like a lottery that you don't have to play every day. And how much are people earning? $1,500 to $2,000 a night, folks. $1,500 to $2,000 a night in ARK. Drop right into your contract. Boom, it ignites. And all you have to do to qualify for that is buy a legacy NFT or stake some BUSD in the foundation. And then so here's some of those different key statistics that I showed you. Oh, it shows you that the Spark Prize paid was out. It shows you that I'm eligible to win Spark Prize rewards. That's that lottery every night. Now, folks, they got a few components of ARK, but the major thing you're going to be concerned with is the vault. Now, you can see, boom, those gears kick in. My rewards timer is counting down. You can see that I'm at 2% rewards per day. And then you can also see that my net deposit value is 3,320 ARK. Now, you may not know what that means because you're not doing the math calculation and what is that and all of that stuff. But let me show you in USD. That means that my net deposit value in this account is $18,906. Now, you can see that right now, if I wanted, I got $446 to withdraw. I'm making over $500 a day in ARK. $500 a day from one platform, right? And then you can see CWR, which is your compound withdrawal ratio. As long as you keep this number in the green, you stay at 2%. Now, how do you keep it? It is a set it and forget it. I'll show you how. And then 2.17% towards my max payout progress. Now, I told you that you can get up to 300% of whatever you put in. But this particular project, you can keep compounding, withdrawing, compounding, withdrawing until you compound your wallet to 80,000 ARK tokens. And that's what I'm going for, folks. I'm going for the max. Now, you can see my principal balance, 25,000 in this particular ARK account. Max payout, 80,000. So if I don't put no more money in, I got 80,000 coming from ARK, getting dripped down to me at up to 2% a day. You see, they already gave me 10 grand. I deposited 20, compounded this, withdrawn this. I got a couple $100 pending. I've only made 1,200 in referral rewards. There is a 10% tax. Got a few airdrops, sent a few. Then you scroll on down here and you see I got 13 more days remaining for this contract to automatically do what it does, right? And then you come over here and you click on the syndicate level. This is your referrals. When they say syndicate, they're talking about your organization build. Since I bought a gold NFT, I'll show you, it opened up 9 levels of referrals. So I can get to who you referred, they referred, they referred, they referred 9 levels because I bought a gold NFT. And then this will show you back here, your syndicate dashboard, all your referrals, all your downlines, all of their addresses connected in MetaMask. So you can see on this particular account that I started, 95 people in my syndicate already, 37 direct right here. So this thing is growing. And then lastly, over here, we're going to go look at my legacy NFT that I hold. I hold the gold level legacy NFT. This shows you what these NFTs do. It lets me compound more frequently. That's my CWR, how often I compound withdraw. My reward level, how many layers I can go, how many NFT holders. And then here's the NFTs, folks. You can get a silver, a gold, or a platinum. I started with a silver for 1,000. It allowed me to compound more frequently. It opened up 3 levels of referral rewards. It gave me a vote in the DAO. What is that? I get to vote on sensitive materials that is limited by a group of people, right? I started with the 1,000. I upgraded to the gold for another 3,000, and I may go up to this platinum NFT. And then if you can see, there's rewards that count down every single day. Every single day, I'm getting 0.25% for just sticking my money over here. And then if you were to get in the foundation, folks, the foundation would be very similar. Okay, and then the foundation gives you that 0.1 to 0.2% daily, and then you can automatically compound it or withdraw it. All right, Art, my favorite project. Let's open up for questions. Somebody needs to mute their background that's not talking, please. Any questions
Yes, I
on
have a
Art?
question.
Yes, go right ahead.
So if you put in, let me see, 10,000, how much are you projected to make?
You make up to 2% a day until you reach 30,000. So it triples your money. It pays you up to 2% a day until you triple your money. And then so the beautiful thing about ARC, right? Let me show y'all. Has a calculator right here. So it's the only DApp that has a built-in calculator, which I should have told y'all about that. And then
And you
you
have to
literally
log in to see this calculator?
well, it's the calculator. Here's the address right here. I'm not sure if you can play with it without being connected, but you probably can play without it being connected. Here, I'm gonna put the calculator in here in the chat. Boom. I'm gonna paste this right. And so that's the ArcFi calculator. And then so right here, I could come over and play with your numbers, right? Or you can just automatically connect your wallet. So for me, I'm not going to put your numbers in. I'm going to just connect my wallet. So boom, I'm going to connect my wallet. And then you see, boom, you see how that just automatically read what's in my wallet. There's nothing like this in the space, y'all. Like there's nothing
So-
more phenomenal than this. And then so look, you see it just connected, right? And then it read my
Yeah.
gold NFT. It has my wallet address. This is my net deposit ARC. And then I can play and see if I add more money. And then my compound withdrawal ratio, I'm at a 6, which means I compound 86% of the time and withdraw 14% of the time. And then so here, this shows you, right? It shows total invested, right? 4,600 ARC, $30,000. Net before selling is 30,000. Net after selling is 26. Net here, 115. I'll get all my money back, all 30,000 in 141 days. So 141 days, I'm playing with house money. And then after 3 months earning this, and then I'll be making $600 a day at the end of year 1, right? And then look at this. This shows you right here what this looks like over time. Now, this does not include me redepositing money, but this shows available rewards, tax level, paid out, withdrawing. You can come over here, have your way. You can add principal. You can change the amount of days. It's phenomenal, folks. And then let me get this white paper because there's 3 parts to ARC. I explained it probably faster than I've ever explained it today. But if you're in this project or thinking about getting in this project, you need to read the full, complete, entire white paper. There's a lot of different tokenomics and mechanisms in here to make sure that ARC is around to stay the long haul. They also have external revenue coming in. So they have some projects that will be bringing money in from the outside world to support the project. They also have an app that they're going to be able to download, or excuse me, not download, but to use on your mobile devices. I believe the technology is called PWA. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But they have this coming very soon and they're rolling out. They're moving full steam ahead. ARC is the one, y'all, for me. ARC is the one for me that if I'm going to put $30,000, $50,000 in there, if they're going to knock my head off, I'm going to let it be ARC.
Sounds complicated, but I'm definitely interested. When the time comes, I'll definitely contact you for a consultation.
Sounds good, brother.
All right.
Okay. All right. Any other questions on ARC?
Terrence, could you show, so say you're already in ARC. Can you show on the dashboard, where would you go to deposit more BUSD or BNU if you want to just keep boosting it up? And when your days are numbering for auto allocation, how would you set it up again for 30 or whatever days so you don't have to worry?
Okay, great question. So there's a few tabs here. There's the swap, vault, syndicate, foundation, and legacy NFT. The swap is the way you get money in and out of ARC. So if you want to deposit, you come to the swap page on ARC, and then it automatically puts the money into your vault to earn you the 2% a day. And you can come in either with BNB or BUSD. You just need the money directly in your MetaMask wallet. So come to the swap page, choose how much BUSD or BNB you want to deposit, You will need BNB for gas fees in your wallet. So I usually just use BNB for this part right here. And then if you have ARK in your wallet that you want to sell and you want to sell them, you come over here and you click sell. In the ARK that are in your MetaMask wallet, then you can just automatically sell those back for BUSD and take them to the house if that's what you want to do. Now, if you have also ARK sitting in your wallet from the withdrawals and you want to put that back in, you just come down here and you just click deposit right here. And so any ARK that are in your wallet are red right here. You click deposit, they go right back into the contract. Very simple.
Okay, sounds good.
Good
Hey,
questions.
Terrence.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Jay in Philadelphia. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing,
So,
sir?
Man, I can't complain. Nobody listens, right?
I tried. It didn't work for me either.
There you go. So, Terrence, I've been following you for a couple of weeks now,
Okay.
and I have a question with this ARK. Is there a place where you register or no?
No, so these ROI dApps, everything I talked about today, Fortune Miners, Harvest Keeper, Big Whale, and
It
ARK,
all just goes by on your MetaMask.
all MetaMask connections. Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I wanted to make sure that when I finally go with it, that I want to, come under your link, and I'm not sure if I've done that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Now you talking about for ARK, you've already registered for ARK or one of
No, I
these other
haven't-
projects?
No, I registered, and I had a quick question. I didn't know if it was the right place to ask the question. I was gonna wait till the very end, but I had a
Oh, go right
question
ahead.
about, okay, I had a question about the AAS, the
Okay.
arbitrage thing.
Uh-huh.
And I made an initial deposit just to test it out. And now
Okay.
I've deposited another deposit,
Mhm.
and it's like, it hasn't, it won't let you do it manually, and I was
Yeah,
just
it
confused,
just
like, how
says
long does it take?
good question. It sits there for 24 to 72 hours for the first
Oh.
deposit goes right in. Any additional ones take 24 to 72 hours to go ahead and hit into your trading account. But great
So
question.
I just gotta wait, yeah.
Yes, sir.
All
It
right,
is
and
coming.
then, yeah, so, yeah, and I first found out about you through C12,
Great.
but I
Congratulations.
registered, yeah, and I registered for a lot of, I'm gonna have to get with you another time. I registered for a lot of I've been, watching all your videos, and I go to the links and refer, I've signed up under you and everything, but some of the platforms I just don't understand, because I'm just used to using USDT. That's all I have MetaMask, I have BNB and all that, but I'm just, I'm just a slow learner. If it's not USDT, then I'll have to get with you another time.
Okay. Yeah. Some of them are, some of them aren't. These MetaMask ones are not USDT they're not USDT on most of these. They're on the Binance network. Now,
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the reason I like USDT is because I can tell what it is. I can tell what the value is.
me too.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what's
Yep.
the math for a BNB. What's it go?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been involved in HyperFund, HyperNation, some of these other ones. I was fortunate to get my money out. Remember COTP
Yep.
back
Yep.
last April?
Yep.
Yeah, I got my money out before it went down. But
Good.
all right, well, we'll
Good.
talk another time.
Okay, brother. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, and I
All right.
appreciate everything you do, man. You do
Hey, bless
quality
you.
work. Quality work, and
Terrence.
I love your presentation, your cadence, the way you present everything. Yeah,
Hey,
we'll talk.
bless you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Somebody chimed in.
Hey, Terrence. Hi, this is Herman from Arkansas. Hey, I just found your information and your Zoom. Do you do this every Thursday on different programs? I've been watching a lot of your YouTube videos, and so I just want to get some more information. I know you said something about consulting, and so for getting more information one-on-one, but just like your videos and this. So next week, what would you be covering, and what time do you start? Do you get notifications or what?
Yep. So great question. It's every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Every Thursday is the same Zoom link. So you can just save this Zoom link, come back every Thursday. Now I'll be honest with you. I didn't know today until like literally before we got on what projects I was going to do. I told my wife, I was
Okay.
like, I wait to just like with my sermons, I wait to right before I get up. to have what I'm doing. And so tonight, literally before I got on it, and it was actually at 7:03, and I was like, okay, I scribbled down these, and I'm gonna do these projects today. And so I actually
Okay.
didn't do one that I wanted to do. I'm not going to do it today, but I put ARC in place since we were up in the MetaMask projects. But yeah, it just varies every week. I'm usually 3 to 5 projects every week. And if you need some one-on-one attention, you can on my website just schedule for a Zoom or a phone call at your leisure.
Yeah, because I wanted to get some more information on C12. It was pretty interesting. I was already down with Little Look, but I wanted to get some more information. And I like the idea. I see Senior, and then you got Junior on Facebook, so make sure we don't contact him. But you're a preacher. I'm a preacher's kid. My dad used to be a preacher. He rests in power now. So
Okay, we have powerful. Yeah, Junior. Yep, that's my Junior out there. And I do have 2 profiles, a professional and a personal, but I don't even use the personal, so I'm only using the professional. And then in a few more years, you'll see another Terrence Pounds out there, which is TP the third. So we got a third generation. My grandson is a Terrence too. So very excited.
So where do I go to schedule to meet with you, or we can chop it up and get some information?
Yep, let me, I'm actually gonna post a link here in the chat right here. So anybody that needs it, but it's simply my website, which is cryptomadeeasy.net, cryptomadeeasy.net for anyone listening. And then I'm gonna post this right here in our chat as well too. So anybody that needs that link here, let me see here in the chat. Okay, all right, that's that there.
All right. Well, look forward to speaking with you. I know how it is to facilitate, so definitely look forward. I'm coming through on my other Zoom, but so just wanted to make your acquaintance. Thanks, Terrence, and keep doing what you're doing. Okay.
Hey, bless you, sir. Thank you for checking in, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Yeah. Once again, Herman. Okay.
Herman. Okay. Thank you,
yes,
Herman.
Sir. Arkansas. No problem.
All righty. Any other questions? Yes, go right ahead.
Well, it's not about the project. You said you do sermons.
Yeah, I'm a licensed and ordained minister.
Wow. Okay. I have a recommendation. This is a sermon that I would like to hear from you. I was wondering if you can do a sermon on Judas Iscariot and betrayal, because I am going through.
Well, hold on, brother. Hold on. For some reason, you like to try to take me off track. So I'm gonna ask you to reserve yourself for. I'm gonna ask you to reserve yourself for things that are related to my 7 o'clock Zoom, and then when you want to get into all of these other things that are truly not related to the content that I'm trying to present, we can talk about those. But for some reason, you seem to want to do that, and I'm asking you to stop doing that. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at this last project. Do you have any questions, or anybody have any questions about Fortune Miners, Harvest Keeper, Coinbot, Big Whale, or ARC before I go into the last project? Then we'll open up for onboarding. We're going to look at the calculator to do some comparisons, and then we can take some general questions not related to what I'm presenting currently.
Hello? Yes, about ARC. Okay.
Yep. Go right ahead.
The dashboard, it looks like a spaceship. So I was wondering if you can explain what the green looking car thing is. What does that, what does it mean? Can you explain the dashboard?
Yeah, well, so it's a more complex project that is not a simple 5-minute explanation, to be honest with you. So what I did was I posted the white paper inside of the chat. So if you go click on docs.arcfi.io, and I'll be honest with you, it's not the easiest project to understand. So, I'm not saying like, oh, you should have got it. No, it took me hours to put it in perspective, but that's just because there's so much to it and it's so robust. But simply the gauges, you keep them in green and you get paid 2% a day. They drop out of green, you start making less. So the goal is to keep them in green, and they got all the information in there how to keep them in green, but they break down every section of that in the white paper. And then also, just as a note of reference, when you go to the white paper, the dashboard for ARC, you're able to click on the little circles and see the information that is right there. You're able to see it. So like if you just hover over it, there's like little information buttons. But I highly suggest before you invest in it, read the white paper. We're putting money in these things, folks. So part of that investigation progress is to look at those white papers. Okay.
All right.
Yep. Good question. Any other questions? Somebody else says something I thought I heard.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Pharma Fortune start date and minimum entry.
I don't remember. I'm not going to go back to the beginning of it right now, but I think it was roughly 30 days ago. And if I remember correctly, it was 0.1 or 0.2 BNB. But the link is in the description in the chat, and anybody can click on it to get that specific information off the frequently asked questions.
All right.
Hello.
Cool. Yes.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Appreciate your time here. On ARC, can you just briefly go over the auto compound, how that works?
Yeah. So realistically on ARC here, let me see. ARC, let me pull this up, make sure I'm sharing this here real quick. So boom, boom, boom. Okay, so at the bottom down here, right? You can set your auto allocation for however many days you want. So you want to set it for 30 days, which I set mine 30 days at a time, so I ain't got to remember. Because if you don't, you got to get in at the end of that 24-hour timer and make it allocate, withdraw, compound, do whatever. And I don't want to have to do that. So I just set it to automatically do it, set it and forget it. And so I got 13 days left where it automatically compounds for me. It automatically withdraws for me, just so I stay in the green and stay at that 2%.
Okay, can you scroll down to where the auto allocate is? Keep going. Right here, the target CWR. Can you explain that?
Well, they respond to the compound withdrawal ratio. So how often you compound versus how often you withdraw. And every one of these numbers are just a different percentage. So this 1%, this 1.0 is equivalent to 50-50 compound withdrawal ratio. So half the time you're withdrawing, half the time you're compounding. Since I'm on a 6, then that means I can compound more frequently. So I get to compound 86% of the time and withdraw 14% of the time, which allows me to grow my balance a lot faster.
Oh, okay. That is really slick. All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, great question. Great question. Yeah, I wish they would just do these as percentages, because people always ask, well, what is this? What is that? But this is literally the highest you can do is 93.7. The lowest you can do is 50-50. So that's all they really mean. Any other questions on ARC before we show this last project tonight? Okay, cool. All right, here's the last project I'm showing y'all tonight, folks. It is called Coinbot. It's another new one from this week. Just got in Coinbot, right? And let me get to the dashboard here. Let me get back here. Investments, finance, deposits, account. Well, let me start with here. I got $1,000 invested. I'm gonna come back and tell you about the project because I'm just gonna log out. But I got $1,000 invested in the project. I just got in the project. So let me log out, and then that way I can give you all the information on their front page. And then so I put 1,000 in the project, and let me get to the information about it. Here you go. All right. They're an industry leader, professional, reliable company. They provide you with the most advanced features that make your experience better. Not only do they guarantee the fastest and most exciting returns on your investment, they also guarantee the security of your investment. So they're a financial company that engages in investment activities which are related to trading cryptocurrency on exchanges using the latest AI arbitrage. So it's AI arbitrage You guys know me. I like AI arbitrage. I'm attracted to projects like that. So it's AI arbitrage technology developed by our team of expert traders and coders. Their goal is to provide investors with a reliable source of income while minimizing any possible risk and offering a high quality service. We work towards creating a passive income by intelligent investment. We look forward to you being part of our community. And then, so here's the investment plans, folks. They have a starter plan that you can see. It only goes for 1 day. So you don't want to take a lot of risk. It's 1 day, it's 1.5%, right? Every day for 1 day. Then they got the bronze plan. It's 3% every day for 30 days, a total of 90%. And then it says plus your capital. And then you have the silver, which is 4% every day for 60 days, total of 240% plus your capital. You start at 500 here. Then they got the gold, which is 5% every day for 120 days, total of 600% with the capital. That's where I started with the gold plan. Then they got the platinum plan. That's 6% every day for 180 days. That starts at 5 grand. Now, let me show you a couple other things. They're a team of 11 traders and coders. They've involved in the cryptocurrency space for over 7 years. And then the referrals for this particular project, they have a referral rate of just 5% for 1 level. The incentive is applied to your account from your personal deposits. And then folks, they have a Telegram community as well too. And then you can come over and check the calculator, see what your investment would look like, choose the different plans. Very, very simple. They have also a Telegram group. Let me get over here and see this information for the Telegram group. Is that down here at the bottom? Oh, let me cover these. They're a legal company authorized to conduct activities in the investment field, highly reliable. They stay anonymous. The withdrawals will be in the wallet in 20 minutes. The minimum amount is 30, maximum amount is 4,000. They do have customer service support. It's really, really easy. When can you deposit and withdraw? You can deposit and initiate anytime. If you like to release your investment, contact support, and they will release it and close your account. You can see the information in your account anytime. We did how much can you withdraw? Minimum 30, maximum is 4,000 a day. Investment is easy. Why is my investment locked? They lock it up for a little bit so they can do what they need to do. And how do I add to, how many plans can I have? You can invest in all plans at the same time, but only each plan once. Once the plan is expired, then you can start again. This is a USDT for the people that love USDT. And then you can simply join them very easily, folks. This is CoinBot. It was the last program I was going to show you today. What I was trying to give you is all the new ones that I have recently got in. Fortune Miners, Harvest Keepers, Big Whale, obviously CoinBot, and the only oldie but goodie is ARK, which I've been in for a few months. Let's open up about CoinBot, and then we're going to get to the calculator, and then we're going to get to answering any questions and onboarding. Any questions on? I'm sorry.
How long has this project been around?
Let me go find out again. I think it's about 30 days, and don't quote me on that. And I'm not sure if anybody's on here that's in here already too. But let me go pull up this again. I'm 99% sure it's about 30 days, but let me go look here. We're looking for CoinBot, right?
Yeah, CoinBot, yes.
Okay, let me look.
Yeah.
Any other questions
Can you
about
run-
CoinBot while I'm looking this up? Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So I am in their Telegram group right now, 377 people in their Telegram group. And then let me scroll this back here to their pin messages
No.
and their first message on here. This one might have been, hold on. Oh, I'm tripping. I just need to click on the calendar. That was so ignorant. Let me go back here. March 1st, do they got stuff? Let me look on the calendar here. February 1st. Let me go to February 1st. Yeah, January 31st. Yep, January 31st.
Thanks.
Yep, great question.
Can the plans be run at the same time or one per turn?
Nope, you can run multiple plans at the same time.
Right. And the more, and if you run them all at once, then the more you make at the same time. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Terrence,
Good
what do
question.
you fund this account with?
This is USDT. Yeah, USDT TRC20.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Any other questions, folks?
Terrence,
Yes.
I met with you already on the consultation, and I have some more questions. Can I call you so you can help me walk me through so I can set my packages up and some other stuff?
Well, yeah, you're going to wind up having to schedule again because obviously, if you need assistance, I need to schedule you to do the assistance.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Oh, so we can schedule again. I didn't know we could do that. Okay.
yep. Oh, yep. Yep. You can schedule as many times as you need. So, yep,
Okay.
just hop on the schedule again. If it's something like super simple 5-minute setup, we can do that at the end of the call tonight. But if it's complex, an hour, we'll have to get into it on a scheduled time.
Yeah, because I want you to help me walk me through moving my monies over. So
Okay. Yep. We'll do that. Just jump on the calendar. It's in the I did paste it in the group so that we can anybody who needs to schedule can schedule.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
A couple. I see the minimums for each level. Are there maximums?
For CoinBot specifically?
Oh,
for what
okay. I see
project?
the upper levels because one of the things that I keep looking for, like strategically, is a place from which I could readily take payments from another project or feed money from a project like this one in sort of like a hub that I can feed from to, but I would need something that's cycled every day, but could have, like, say, a much larger maximum balance in here than the starter package.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something that's structurally more like the late great AMC Doge and Space Dog, because that's how they worked. So there are no other projects that work like that.
Well, not necessarily. There may be. I had to take a look back through this list. I mean, we might have something like that, And I mean, this is high risk to me. If I ain't say it, it's high risk, super high risk. I don't know, but it's been paying so far. So it's one of those things that's super high risk that has been paying for like 40 days or 40 plus days.
If you got the gold plan, how do you know they're paying?
What do you mean? How do I know?
Because I mean, it says the return, but do they actually pay that 5% fixed interest on your money every day? Or
well, the person that referred me, they're in the silver plan, and they've been getting their 4% every day for the last week or 2 weeks, because they've been on me about 2 weeks about getting in it. So they've been getting paid that 4% every day.
So it's simple interest. It's every day, but you actually get that 4%.
Yes, you do.
Because look down at that platinum where it's like 6%. Yes, it goes on for a while, at least for your initial capital. But if you're getting that 6%, like literally every day, you're ROIing out of that thing in like how many days?
Mhm.
Less than
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
15,
like
17
about
days.
little, yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, so this is something I could reasonably recommend to somebody to actually, that has, say, more capital to invest in, sort of get some referral money this way.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah, because because the last time I think I talked to you about, I think this program, maybe you didn't understand it fully. I thought it like both the interest and the initial capital were locked up for full duration.
No, no,
And
no.
that would have been a real concern, as you can probably imagine. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
glad,
only,
glad that got cleared up. Thank you
yep,
very
yes, sir.
much.
Great question, sir.
Okay.
Anyone else on Coinbot or any of these projects? And David, I'm gonna have you actually share your sheet. I gave you co-hosting capability as well too. So you are co-host capable. Let me stop my share on my side. And David's been helping me by putting together projects on the sheet and then being able to show exactly the percentages side by side so you can make a decision on, oh, okay, this is what this does on a week-to-week basis. So David, you do have control if you want to go ahead and share your screen. Okay. Perfect. All right, David, you want to talk through this, David? Hello, we can't hear you, David. We can't hear you.
Thank you. Got
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I
Now
just
we
needed to
can.
unmute myself. That's fine.
Yep. Okay.
I didn't realize I was muted. Fair enough.
Yep. Go. Floor is yours, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So what we are looking at here is basically every active project that at least I know of that Mr. Pounds is in, ranked in two ways. One by condition over here. And obviously we have this down here, all the corpses basically of the projects that have expired that I know of since in here. And I'm definitely looking to expand this list. Once I get on things like Telegram, we can really go into some greater detail. But what I definitely done, especially here, is calculate the effective weekly percentage yield of all of these projects, at least once I understand in detail how they actually pay. Now, one of the more interesting ones is how C12 and Harvest Keepers seem to be two peas in a pod, in a sense that operates like an amortized business loan. With C12, the life is 12 days, 12 business days, in fact. And you understand this power function. I'm just raising a number to a power. I calculate how much you have at the end of the project per dollar invested, which in their case is 1.44. And then I take because it's a 12-day project, I calculate what daily multiple do you have to put on your money to get this amount in 12 days. That's why I divide by 12. It's a 12-day project. And because it pays 5 days a week, I multiply that back by 5 to get the weekly yield. What? Hit the escape here. As you can see, the weekly yield's about 16.41%. Now, when I finally understood what you were doing with Harvest Keeper, I did something very similar. How much money do you get at the end of the project, which is the 4.81% times 60 days? I calculate the effective daily yield from that by taking it to the power of 1/60. And then because it pays 7 days a week rather than just 5, I multiply that again by 7 to get a weekly yield. And as you can see, 13.16%. Not bad. And one of the things, I was a little curious as to what was going on with CoinBot here, but very, very grateful to have that cleared up. I'm still looking for, there's still a few pieces of data like the actual start dates. And this is one of the reasons I want to get on Telegram so that I can really, so that I can actually fill in all these blanks here, like what token does Aurelian use? Because I know you haven't heard back from them. I know one of your people got their money, but I don't know if you have yet.
I have not at this point. I'm considering them a scam. I have not heard back from them myself personally. And there's been an overwhelming number of people that have said that they're having problems with payments and payments pending. So complete total great looking scam. And that's what I'm calling it at this point until they pay us.
Okay. So if I don't hear back from you, especially by say next week or something, I'm just going to put a 0 on this and just put it down here on Boot Hill with the rest. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I just want to verify that a little bit because I know this was something a little bit up in the air. In understanding what kind of tokens that a lot of these people use is also quite important because not all wallets support the full suite of tokens, and that is especially to the case with the one that I'm using right now, which is called Coinomi. And the reason I went with that one is because I considered MetaMask to be a browser extension. And because it was linked to a browser, it could be, if something happened to the browser, it could affect my wallet. Maybe the mobile version of them doesn't have that problem, but I may get MetaMask anyway, just for completeness sake. So that I could potentially use any of these programs. But the one I'm kind of looking that looks interesting, I also keep an eye on what the minimum entry is, because not everybody has a whole lot to invest in projects like this. So if they want to diversify early and quickly, you might want to start looking at 5 or 6 projects that are really on the cheap side to get into, and then build from there. And these sometimes there are ranges, sometimes depending on how much money you put in, like especially with CoinBot. If somebody has that high-end $5,000 range in here, that weekly yield is really looking good. So if it's a simple interest, I may end up revising this, but either way, pretty strong. So anything, are there any active questions here? Because sometimes most of the time I assume that it's a compounded amount, like say daily.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what I'm doing is I'm raising a number to a power. I get this much per day. This is how Airlease works. It's minimum. So to get a weekly yield, I raise it to the 7th power as a multiplier, and then I subtract 1 to get the percentage residual. And do the same with the upper level for those who have lower and upper levels. Not all do. Fintosh is like a 1% compounded per day, 7 days. Big Whale, I think you said it's like 0.8% at the bottom line and up to 2% at the top. I think it was also based on the size of the plan. And you have, and one of the things I'm kind of hinting at this, I think there are a few other programs that you're in whose effective weekly yield is like even less than that of Novatech or Funzi at the bottom. And I'm wondering, is something that whose yield is that low really worthy of consideration, unless they have a very good reason for it, like say a particularly long track record, which is why I like having solid dates of when they start, because that can be that idea of longevity, or at least having survived this long, is of use to some people. But given from my own experience with Novatech, that's not always the best indicator, because businesses can end up struggling and failing after a while for various reasons. So just keep that in mind. Any active questions here who want to understand how I rank or how I come up with the numbers for a particular project?
I have a question for you.
Yep.
At the top, the LEWPY and HEWPY, what does that stand for?
Okay, UPI is effective weekly percentage yield. So L is the low, the minimum, and H is the high, the maximum.
Weekly, okay, thank you.
And like I said, if you're looking for a project that delivers for a quick place to put your money, that delivers the highest yield and potentially get your money off the table in the shortest amount of time, speed is life, basically, and this would give you a very good idea as to where to look.
Can you explain the first one, Aurelian? I don't know if I'm saying that right. 25.7 and 200%.
Okay. At the low end, what they had was their $100 package, their package number 1, which paid 3.3% every day for up until you basically for up until you got like until you doubled your money. And so, okay, I'm multiplying by 1.033 7 days a week, and I get a multiple out of that, and I subtract 1, and that's how I get the 25%. Here, you're basically essentially that package number 6, you were literally getting like tripling your money in about 5 days. And that's one of the reasons why I was following up with Terrence about is this thing did they actually follow through and pay out on it? And what he's saying is not yet, and perhaps not at all. It's and this is why we track these things for reliability, because like I said, there are a lot of projects down there, Space Dogs, Baked Beans, Apex, who have all basically died.
Apex died?
And it looks like Aurelian may be joining them soon if they don't pay out. So it's yes, ma'am. What's going on? Yes.
Oh, okay. One more, just a comment on something you made. I think somebody got themselves unmuted.
Yeah, Apex died Monday. So
Oh my
Apex dot,
goodness, I didn't know that. Okay,
yep,
thank you.
yep, you're welcome. Yeah,
Yep.
I put in a deposit withdrawal on the weekend, never showed up on Monday. Had a rush of people coming in talking about not getting their deposits, and they stopped communicating, muting people from the chat. Said they're going to pay, but I just don't trust it until they pay. So I'm calling it a scam, and I'd rather say it's different after they pay, but I'm calling it a scam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you got it. And I think this might be something you may want to, if somebody wants to use your platform to advertise to people, you might want to consider testing them before you even put up the video at all. And
Well,
filter them that way, make them put up or shut up before, so that they don't get a chance to potentially harm the people that you're trying to lift up.
Well, so
And-
that's a dual-edged sword, and I thought about it, right? Because I can get in it myself and
Yeah.
not tell anybody at all. However, part of the deal that anybody that's going to pay you to do a video, they're going to want you to show the video. And so that's what they pay for, is for you to show it. Now, I've only had 4 promoted projects out of 78. I'm not in promoted projects more than I'm not. I have 4 out of 78. 2 out of 4 have been a scam, maybe 3 out of 4. And so maybe that is telling me stay away from the sponsored projects, but a couple of them I would have got in whether they sponsored me or not. So am I, 74 of them, ain't nobody paid me to do them. And so when a project comes along, you got to understand where I'm at with me trying projects. If it's something I'm going to try, then it's something I'm going to try regardless if they pay me for it or not. And if somebody's going to pay you to try something, you're probably going to take that pay to try it. Now, I just remind you folks, when I tell you on the video, because I'm always upfront, it's sponsored, then either you need to run from sponsored or wait until I make it through a successful period with the sponsored video. And that really goes the same for any of these, sponsored or not. This CoinBot, if you want to know what's going to happen, wait and watch me for a week or 2, then you can find out what's going to go on. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people want to get in sooner than later because they feel like they're beating a time scale just in case it does rug pull. So they want to get in it sooner than later. So I'm at that crossroads of, okay, I can try it privately, pay my own money, not tell anybody. 2 weeks later, come back and tell them I made a successful withdrawal. And as soon as I tell them, they rug pull, right? And so it's like, what's the difference, man? It's a tough space.
Yes. I see where you're coming from, but it's about if something's if it's what they call a money trap. I mean, there are lots of pitcher plants out there. They're just waiting for the little flies. They hear this, smell that sweet smell of golden nectar, and then they go fly in, and then all the little hairs, they trap them in the liquid, and but the whole idea is that pitcher plant's out to eat them.
Correct. Well, now, and then you do got, and everybody on the call still, we still got about 20 people on the call. Once I launch my own project, I'm not going to be really getting into too many more projects. And even if I do, I may or may not even tell people about it. So obviously I'll be promoting my own. I'll be covering all the projects that I'm in still. But as far as like bringing new projects to the table, 2 this week, 3 this week, I'm pretty much going to be done with that. Just for the simple fact, my focus is going to be on my own. And then so, people have been asking me still to do videos, and I've been getting away to turn away some of the scammers. And, because I'm making them pay something heavy up front going forward. I've only had 4 experiences, but after those 4 experiences, I've been telling people that I want $2,500 a video. And they'd be like, oh, that's too much. I'm like, okay, no problem, because I really don't care. And I could take 100 to 500 per video all day long. I could probably literally do that all day long. But it's not about that. That's not what I'm doing it for. And so I'm kind of weeding out the people that aren't truly serious by telling them I want 2,500, $5,000 a video, something ridiculous. And most of the scammers, they're not even willing to come up with 2,500. Now, if I was a scammer, I would pay somebody 2,500 for a video. But what I found out is most scammers don't even want to entertain that. And so I think over the last week, I've eliminated like 7 to 10 potential scammers, because when I hit them with that, they're like, they're not interested. And maybe it could have been a good company, but I really don't care. You know, I don't need you to pay me to do it. But if you are going to pay me to do something I was going to do anyway, you know, kind of makes sense. So that's the crossroad I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like, how do you vet these things to minimize the exposure of the people you're showing these projects to, who might not be as savvy as you and as I am starting to get there.
Yeah,
So,
well, people have to get there. You know, don't
Yep.
do it because I'm sponsored. Don't do it because I'm not sponsored. Don't do it for any of those reasons. Do it
Yep.
because you're making a gamble and a lottery pick. And if you like to gamble, we go to the casino together. I play blackjack. You might shoot craps. You know, we're at the casino together. You know, and that's
Yeah.
where we are. We're at the casino together. You might not play the same table games as I play. You might not pick the same lottery tickets as I pick, but we're all at the casino together.
yeah. And that's why I rank these things, because the faster you get your money off the table,
Yeah.
it lowers your risk exposures. Like I said, speed is life. So, and this is why I start getting a little bit antsy when I hear of projects of yours that are paying like 10 to 15% a month.
Yeah.
Which is around in the area where not even at Novatech level.
Yeah.
So because it's a matter of how, again, if something's gonna die, it usually dies within a few days
Yeah.
to a few months. So the faster you take your money and run, the better.
Correct. Cool. Well, David, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay,
The information.
let me stop the share unless there's something else you want me to show.
No, that was good. I appreciate it. It puts
right,
things in
got it.
perspective, and we'll get that sheet done today. Okay. All righty. There was someone that needed assistance, but before we get to the assistance, any questions about any of the projects, Fortune Miners, Harvest Keepers, Arc5, Big Whale, CoinBot, or even some other projects that I'm in that I'm not covering right now before we get to the onboarding for those that need onboarding? Okay. All right. Cool. Now who was it that needed onboarded? I forgot. Somebody needed onboarded. Was it Jazz?
Yeah, it was me, for Farmer Fortune.
Okay, cool. All right. And do you want to do this on share screen, or do you want to
Yeah.
hang up and do this? Okay. All right, cool. So let
I
me
guess
go
it'll
ahead
be
and make
good for, it's good training for everybody, right?
it's beautiful training for everybody. I appreciate it, Jazz. Okay. And then so here we go. Jazz, you are co-host now, and you can go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, do you see,
Yep. So
Okay, so-
now where are your assets at? You have your assets here in excuse
No.
me.
I don't have it in KuCoin, so I set up ETH. So I have ETH on my MetaMask ready to go. So if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see my MetaMask there.
Okay, yep, I can see it. And so you have this and you want to go into what project again? I'm sorry.
Farm of Fortune.
Farm of
the
Fortune.
miner one.
Okay. Yep. And they take BNB. So what we have to do is you're going to have to send this Ether out of your MetaMask over to your KuCoin so that we can
Yep.
swap it for BNB. And then we'll send the BNB from KuCoin back to your MetaMask on the appropriate network. Okay.
Okay, so I've got KuCoin open and I've got the MetaMask ready to go.
Perfect. Click on deposit right there on the KuCoin side. Deposit on the KuCoin. It's right there next to the
Okay.
MetaMask. Yep.
Okay,
Okay. Deposit crypto. This is going to be like instant too from there. And you're doing ETH. So toggle to ETH. There you go. Network is ERC20. First one.
Yep.
And then go ahead and copy that address over there to the right. Yep, go back over to your MetaMask. And then go ahead and click send.
Send.
Okay, paste that address there. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead and how much you want to send over?
I'm ready to do the whole ETH, so that way I'll be ready for future projects as well. That way
Okay,
I
cool.
just want to have BNB ready because I see a lot of them are BNB.
Okay, cool. Yep. I would say do 1.5 ETH. That'll be most of it. You leave a little bit there for gas fees in case you use this wallet. You got it there. And then go ahead and click next. Yep, click next. There we go. And then go ahead and click confirm.
Confirm.
Okay, so now the ETH is sending over here to your KuCoin, and it's going to be very quick because it's leaving from a decentralized wallet, even coming into the exchange. So it's already out of your MetaMask, as you can see. And now if you go and click on overview to the left, overview, and then you can refresh it. It may not be here yet, but just go ahead and click refresh, but it ain't going to take very long. Okay. Yep. We're still waiting. It'll show up over here shortly.
Was that 0.2023 already there? Because that looks like it's almost the value of the ETH right there.
Nah, ETH is where you mean right here. Oh no, that's 0.02 Bitcoin value. It's $575 worth. And then we probably had it on main account. You can go ahead and click refresh again. Okay, not there yet. Should be there any second.
Yeah, verification takes time.
And I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, looks like there was a slight shift in the value of Bitcoin. Down a bit, I think. You've already sent it. It just hasn't arrived yet.
Okay.
You sent about 1.5 ETH.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay, I got the message where it says I've received it. So there it is.
Oh, main account. Okay. Oh, you're actually trading KuCoin. Okay, so that's what came in from the MetaMask. Okay, gotcha. All right. Now you want to exchange markets. I think it's look under trade.
I think
Yes.
it's convert, but I'll just wait for Terrence because this is the whole tricky part. You know, once you get this down, you're not worried about losing where you're sending the money.
Oh, so
Spot trading is, I
perfect,
think, is where you're at.
So what we want to do is the first thing we have to do is the money's in the main account. Nothing happens in the main account in KuCoin. All of it happens in the trading account. So we need to transfer the ETH. Go ahead and click transfer. And then we're going to transfer from toggle that. Yep, in the middle. Nope, the green arrow in the middle of the two, toggle it. There you go. And then select the asset to Ethereum. Oh,
What,
I'm so,
what,
oh, I'm sorry. You got, oh, you're transferring. Yeah, you should have Ethereum. Or what did you see? Send over Ethereum, right?
yeah,
So,
I sent it over.
so click right there on coins and it should be Ethereum should show up. ETH. Put it in all caps.
Oh, I think
There
it's
it
at the
is.
top here.
There it
Okay.
is. Okay. And click the 1.5 over there in green. And then
Okay.
click confirm. Perfect. Now
Okay.
go to your trading account. And what you can do is you can convert this. So instead of doing a spot trade at the top, or excuse me, at the top, it should actually have a convert under the trade drop down. Under the trade drop down, it should be convert at the bottom. Yep. And this is one of the tokens you can convert. And then so toggle in, change USDT to Ether. And then go ahead and click max by Ethereum. We got to do 2 swaps. So go ahead and click confirm.
So you always have to do USDT.
You're not going to
for
USDT,
ETH and
you're going to BNB, aren't you?
You can't go straight to BNB. You have
Yeah,
to go to USDT
that's what I want.
first.
Perfect,
Oh,
thanks.
Yep, you got to go to USDT first. And look, you can check. So just click on the USDT drop down right here. BNB is not going to be an option. And so the only
Okay.
option to convert from that asset on this exchange, USDT first. And yeah, there's a $10 fee. It's not that bad to do 2,500. You're losing $10
okay.
on this swap. Yep.
Okay, confirm.
Yep. Confirm. And then
Okay,
confirm again. Yep.
And then probably.
And then, yep. And click back because we need to do one more swap. And then this time do the toggle in the middle. Your USDT goes up top. Now toggle the Ether at the bottom to BNB. Search BNB. There you go. And then you're doing the max there. Perfect. And then go ahead and click convert.
Confirm again.
Yep. And you accidentally converted all of your USDT that you had there. You had like 500 USDT. We accidentally put it all in BNB. So everything that's there is in BNB.
That's okay. That's okay. That's what I want to do. So I can send it one time to the MetaMask. So I'm ready to
Perfect.
go for ArcFi later or whatever I need to top up.
Perfect. Okay. So now next to your initials, well, let's go over to MetaMask and get your deposit address. So back to MetaMask.
Okay, now we
Let's
had you created 2 wallets for me. One was a trusted. I don't know if you
Okay.
remember. I had the trusted. We did
Yep.
Arc in that.
Okay,
Should I
cool.
go to
Yep,
trusted?
you can either, so it's up to you. Some people use one wallet, some people use multiple. So if you don't mind operating all of your wallets out of the same connection, you can, or you can put trusted 2 or number 3 or name this one Harvest Keeper or Fortune Miners. Totally up to however you want to do it. Which do you prefer?
You know what? We'll go to trusted. That
Okay,
way
cool.
I'll know I'm in those 2 projects for now. I have ArcFi and then Farm of Fortune.
Okay, so first of all, yep, let's go to trusted and change the network at the top to Binance. And then how would you wind up with Ether? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But so we need to be on the Binance Smart Chain though. So
Okay.
yep, perfect. Now go ahead and click the address up there for receive. So yep, copy the clipboard. Now from here, the BO or B0 in the circle in the far right, close the MetaMask out of the way.
Okay.
Yep. And then right to the left of that is the wallets to the left. Go to main account. And then from here, you can just go click withdraw. You only got to scroll down, just withdraw up here in this thing in the same level. Yep.
Right here.
Yes, sir. And then go ahead and it's already on BNB. Go ahead and paste that address.
And I think I saved it last time as well.
You can go ahead, click saved addresses. Go ahead and click saved addresses. Cross that out, X that out, and we'll see if it's in there. Just X that. Now click there.
Yeah.
There it is.
This-
MetaMask BNB BEP20. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and click add address.
I
And
just
then,
clicked it.
yep, you got it. Yep.
Okay.
Going down and select all if you're sending it all over. And then select the next trading account down there. See, the money's in the trading account, not main. There you go. And then go ahead and click all again. And then go
Okay.
ahead and click withdraw.
And withdraw is at the bottom right here,
Mhm.
right here.
Yes,
Withdraw
sir. Yep.
and
Confirm. Yep. And then you'll just need your 6-digit trading password, which we cannot see what you're typing in. So don't worry.
Right. Confirmed.
Yep. And go ahead and click confirm. Perfect.
Okay.
So now this is on the way over to MetaMask. Now, usually takes less than 10 minutes to get there. As soon as you see it says withdraw on this side from KuCoin, then it'll be right over in your MetaMask. And then now the project one more time, was it the Fortune Miners or Harvest Keepers?
Fortune
Okay.
miners.
Okay, cool. And do you have the link already?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool. I did put it in the chat. I think I did. Let me see here.
Let me
The
see if I
Fortune-
can find it.
Yep, it is here. I can repaste it for you. Copy link.
Oh, I got it there.
got it?
HVTFM dot the Farmer
Mm.
Fortune with your referral, right?
Yep, that is it.
Okay, perfect. So I'll go ahead and then open that in a new URL.
Yep. Nope, you can, well, wait, you can do that. Go ahead. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter. We need to wait for the money to get over before we can actually do everything, but you can go ahead and open that right now.
Okay.
There you go. And then you can, once the money gets to your MetaMask, let me see, CoinBot, it's in progress still. So let
Did
me
I
see here.
refresh?
You can refresh. That's fine.
Okay, still in progress.
Mhm.
Should be able to log into Farmer even before the money's there, so that you'll be ready when they're finished.
Yeah, there's no login.
Be completed. All right, I
It's
got
good.
it.
You got it. Perfect. Okay, cool. So now that you got the money, now you can go and paste that or go ahead to there to Fortune Miner. Perfect.
Mhm.
And now
And then-
you want to connect over there. Okay. Did it connect?
Trusted
Oh,
wallet.
so yep, see, yep.
Next.
Okay, did it connect? I can't, so
No.
if the MetaMask,
Oh.
the MetaMask got the little one in there, so go open up the MetaMask. There's going to be a function that you got to do. So open your MetaMask up.
Okay. So let me open
Yep.
that up.
Yep. So anytime that little blue one shows up there, hit connect again. Okay, so there you go. Now approve this connection. There you go.
Next.
Yep, next. And hit
Next.
connect. Yep, now you're connected. You see the digits came up there, right? So
Yes.
now you want to scroll down on the app. How much were you trying to put into this project altogether?
1,000. I would like
Okay.
put 1,000 and
Okay,
let's
cool.
do it.
Cool. Scroll down just a little bit.
on the
Mhm.
on the website or the
Yep, on the website. The MetaMask is just showing the wallet, but you're connected now to the actual platform and it reads what's in your wallet. And so,
I see.
yep, and we're going to go down and we're going to deposit. So click invest now. I'm sorry, at the top. It says invest now. Right there to the left. To the left under welcome to Fortune Miner. Come down.
Oh, sorry, there. Okay, right there, right
Yep.
there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, invest.
Okay, all
I
right,
hit
and it
it.
just brought you down here, and then what it shows you is your wallet. See, it shows you got 9.43 BNB. It's reading your
Yeah.
wallet, what's there right now. Okay,
Okay,
scroll down just a little more. And then right here, put in 3.1 BNB. That should be right about $1,000. 3.1 BNB. Yep, where it says right there. Yep. 3.1. And then go ahead and click hire miners. It opened up something in your MetaMask because a 1 showed up over there. So complete whatever MetaMask transaction.
yeah, confirm the amount. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, confirmed it.
Okay, cool. And then once it confirms, see your MetaMask wallet
Yeah.
balance went down. So scroll back up to the top and you see, oh, you got it right there. Dashboard's right there. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
the
went too far.
dashboard, yes.
Yep. So come on down and then you can see exactly what you got going on. 3.1 BNB, 1,024 invested, 3.1 BNB. And then here's your rewards timer counting down over here, how many miners you
Okay.
hired. And then your cart will
Okay.
be full in 48 hours and you can withdraw in 23 hours. But then you can compound or withdraw, totally up to you.
I'm thinking about compounding like to the max and then withdrawing a larger amount, and then that way, see if I can ROI.
Hey, same plan as me, brother.
Yeah, I think I know I like following you. I know it's not financial advice, but I really appreciate what you're doing. You're helping a lot of people.
Hey, bless you. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on board as well, too.
Thanks. So
Yep, you're
is this
welcome.
pretty much it? Is this simple?
It's that simple. You come back over
And then-
here, withdraw once the timer's down or compound.
And when I withdraw, because it's connected to the MetaMask, it just automatically puts in BNB.
Yep, automatically BNB right back in your wallet.
And then I'll just eventually, hoping everything goes good, we'll get all that back and then keeps going for like a couple of months. It's just, I'm getting what, like 3% of the 1,000? Or is it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be, I guess, compound and withdraw, so it'll be like roughly about half, give or take, depending on what I'm doing every month.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, and then, yeah, that's it. So now I got 23 hours, so I just gotta make sure I get into here. Now, should I bookmark this so it's easy for me to just go back to here and then I can just see my
1,000%.
withdrawal?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just bookmark this tab
Mm-hmm.
and then.
By the way, I actually calculated what your effective yield over that period of time, if you were to compound all the way up to the max.
Okay. Okay.
And
What's that?
because like day 1, it'd be the 3%, then
Mhm.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 8 days in total. So what I did was I multiplied it by each of those figures in turn.
Mhm.
So I got an initial value, like I put a hypothetical 1,000, which is actually what you have in there. And after those 8 days, it would tell me where you would be at the end of that time. It's actually says $1,651.93.
Okay.
And what
Mhm.
I followed up with is say, okay, what constant percentage would you have multiplied over those 8 days to get the same result as this progressive increase? So with my formula, I took the end value divided by the initial value, which is the multiple yield, and to the 1/8 power, because it's happening over 8 days, and then converted it to a percentage, and it looks like 6.475%.
Okay, that's what we're talking about.
Yep. So that's your effective daily yield over those 8 days if you just straight up compound up to the max and then withdraw at the end of it. So that would probably be a decent way to work. Yes, it will slow down the rate at which you get your money off the table, but it will definitely accelerate the rate at which your money grows.
And
So-
Terrence, do I have a chance to win the lottery rewards? Like you were saying, like up here on the dashboard? I just
If
keep a
you
lookout for
buy,
that.
you got to buy tickets, scroll down just a little bit. Here's the lottery right here. Entries $50. Is it right here where you get in? Scroll down. I usually don't play the lotteries and I'm not really sure how to get in the lottery. Scroll back up to the top. I don't think you just automatically entered. You got to buy the tickets. And
that
let's
makes
see
sense.
here. Lottery starts 316, 1,860 tickets. It may be somewhere up here on the Farm of Fortune or Fortune Lottery at the top. I'm sorry, it's right there. Fortune Lottery at the top.
Okay.
Yep, click the Fortune Lottery tab. And was that the Fortune Lottery tab?
Yeah, that was yeah, and then it created an action. It opened up my MetaMask to connect again.
Oh, okay. Yep, you got to connect to this
It's okay.
contractor.
I'm not looking for the law. I'm happy with that for now. Let's
Okay.
just
Yeah.
keep that going in ROI, and then we'll go from there.
Yep, that's where I am at as well too, sir.
Okay. All right. So then I really appreciate that. That's very, very simple, and it's really good training. I hope everybody learned something from this because this was really good. It's
Yeah, all
it shows
these
you
are
how simple it is.
yeah,
It shows
the
you how
biggest
simple it is.
yeah, it is. And I thank you for that. The biggest thing is having the Web3 wallet. Once you got the Web3 wallet and the assets there, no login, no password, just connect and deposit. So Harvest Keepers, ARC, Big Whale, a number of ROI dApps that I'm in, that's all you do is you need the wallet so you can connect.
Okay, so I'll just put the timer on. I know roughly 23, 24 hours. Be back in here, open the
Mhm.
bookmark, and then just compound. And then when I get to the max, withdraw. And then at least I know I got something off the table already.
That's right. Me and you both.
Okay, sounds good. And then I know you're busy, but in the future, if you ever could think about making a video for everybody where we can just kind of learn how to fish, like where we can use like how can we take ETH or whatever and convert it from Qcoin or whatever to BNB or USD or USDT on the Tron, all that, because that stuff gets confusing for newbies like me, because we're always worried about sending money to the wrong place and then it's gone on the
Okay.
smart chain. So that would be something huge. They're just basically teaching us all how to fish.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've been doing it for so long, it's second nature to me. But I do realize it's not second nature for everybody. So maybe I'll do some intro crypto videos. But the reality is most of these exchanges like KuCoin, they got videos. All of them have
Okay.
videos already,
Oh,
without me reinventing redoing what they've already done.
so if I'm on the KuCoin website or I'm logged in, I can find videos somewhere here,
Yeah, there's going to
or
be
is it
some
just
help and
YouTube?
support. I mean, YouTube for one, for sure. YouTube's going to have it, but most of these websites, they have a help and support place with videos and stuff like that. I don't know where it is here in KuCoin, but there's got to be a help and support system somewhere, maybe over here to the left. Content rewards hubs, content program. Rewards.
Maybe the blog.
Yeah, check there. And that may not be it, but there's definitely how-to videos on just about every single thing out here in this space.
Okay, yeah, they got tips and tricks.
Yep.
Okay,
But
thank you so
here,
much.
yep, here's the key thing. In order to send and receive, you got to make sure the asset lines up. You can't send Bitcoin to Ethereum. Just don't work.
Yes.
And then you also got to have the network right. You cannot connect and send an asset on the Tron network to the Ethereum network. You just can't do that. So long as the asset is correct and the network is correct, you can't lose. Now if you put in the wrong address, that's on you. The same thing if you sent Cash App to the wrong place or send a wire from a bank to the wrong place. But as long as the asset is correct and the network is correct, that's all you need.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Anybody else tonight? All right. Y'all been wonderful. Thank you so much once again. Thank you. Oh, yes.
So you said I should wait till the end for the
Yes.
calculator thing?
Yep. So you wanted to see calculator on that 7,001%, correct?
Yes, but before we do that, can you re-explain it? Because I was trying to type it in, but then you were trying to do the other project. Can you repeat the compounding part?
Sure. Yep. Let me take Jazz off of Jazz. Can you stop sharing your screen, sir?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks again, and keep doing this because this is really needed.
You're welcome, sir. Bless you. Thank you.
So this is what I wrote down. So far, you said take $7,000 and invest it in a project. And then what was the second part?
So 1% daily for a year.
So compound 1%.
Yep.
Okay, compound 1% daily. Compound 1% daily for a year.
Correct.
Okay. What's step 3?
What's that amount? You using the daily interest calculator?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to write down what you said.
I'm about to show it to you real quick. So I'm gonna show you on a
Okay.
calculator. All right. Y'all can see this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this calculator link in here. And this is what you can play with for different projects. And I don't try to jump on and blow people away with calculator examples. That's, I don't personally do that. And not that I haven't did a calculator. Oh, let me get this CoinBot link to here real quick. Let me reply. They're gone. Is Norma still on? She needed the CoinBot link. That was hours ago. Let me show you this real quick though. So 7,000 is the principal amount, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
interest rate is 1% daily. And then we're going to do this for 365 days, right?
Yeah.
Weekends included. 100% reinvest. So that's your 1% daily for 365 days on 7,000. And maybe I might have did 7,500. Let me see, was that 7,500 to get to that number? 7,500, calculate. Maybe it was 8 grand. So let's do this 8 grand. There you go. There you go. So between 7 and 8 grand, not quite 8 grand, gets you to 300,000 at 1% compounded daily.
And that's how I get that for a whole year. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
And so, okay,
Go
go ahead.
So that's why I was saying, like, if a person came into space with 150,000, right? 150,000, and you divide 150,000 by 7, and you got, 150,000 by 7,000, then you got 7 programs. I'm sorry. Here, let me show you. I'm messed up on the math here. And not that everybody's coming in with $150,000, but I'm just doing the example based on $150,000. So, 150,000 divided by 7 is 22 programs, 22 programs. So if you had 150,000 and then you broke that up over 22 programs, that is 7,000 per program. And then those 7,000 programs, all you need is one at 1% per day. And that gets you $300,000 in a year. And so in theory, as long as you got one that you can compound, you can take that to, double your money in a year. So you figure, okay, I got $150,000 play, then, as long as I split that up and compound at least one of them for a year, I'm winning. And, some of these programs are 2% and 3%. And I'm just saying on the low side, you find you one at 1% compounded for a year on 7 grand, it's $300,000.
Wow. Awesome. Now, okay, so and that's just to get the 300K. So what if now, if you can put this in the calculator, that would be great. What if I want to be making $1 million instead of 300K a year? Okay, because my goal okay, in this entire internet space, I want to be able to retire my parents and help my parents. Okay. And so I want to do everything I can and go in deep. Yes, I know you're not a financial advisor and all of that disclaimer. I understand. Okay, but like I said, I want to be able to help my parents because you only get one. Okay, so go ahead.
Here you go.
Actually, let me answer that. Because your calculator only goes forward from a present value to a future value. If you know what you're doing, you can actually go backwards. Because what I did was I took that 1.01 like to the 365 power. So that's your effective annual yield for a 1% a day program. And then I take, which actually turns out to be like a multiple of like almost 37, like 36.78 times dollars out per every dollar you put in. So I divide, so you take the what you're
million and
looking
divide
to
it.
have at the end and divide it. So
By the percentage.
you can actually invert these. I don't know if your calculator can do a reverse. So but if you know how the calculations work, it's not that hard. So it's so the answer comes out to be $27,186.15.
Okay, cool. So there it is. There it is.
And
That's
then
what
the
you
last-
need.
Yes,
Huh?
the last thing, I wanted to let you know, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Okay, the question I asked before you made that statement, it was not for me. It was for someone else who works night shifts and she's never here to ask you personally. So I was asking it for them. Okay,
Okay,
I
I'm
did not
sorry.
mean, it was never my intention to throw you off. Okay, this is the only time every Thursday that I have to ask you any questions, and the person is not available on Thursday. Okay, so I was not asking it from me, sir. I was not trying to be disrespectful. I was not trying to be mean to you. In fact, I respect you a lot. Okay, and so I wanted to throw that in there as a honest response and let you know that I'm not trying to disrespect the stream.
Okay, no problem. I appreciate it. I do apologize. I appreciate you saying that. And I do understand as well too. And but you can get with me outside of here, man. You don't only have to talk to me on Thursday evening at 7. So I'm gonna put my number in the chat. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up on Messenger. You don't have to wait till now to talk to me. And if you want a private one-on-one, just schedule a consult and we can talk for an hour together, one-on-one.
Yes, sir. I'll do that. Thanks.
Okay. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Thank you as well. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else?
Hey, thank you, Terrence. Very great conversation, man. I was able to eat dinner and then wash dishes and still learn a lot about what you're doing. But thank you for the link, okay?
Yeah, you're welcome. Bless you. Appreciate you being on tonight.
No problem. Look
thanks
forward.
again.
I'm gonna try to make all the time, bro.
Okay.
Thanks again, Terrence. Good night.
Thank you. Bless you, everybody. Have a wonderful night.
Yep. I actually calculated the weekly yield on that farmers program. If you went for the full 7 days, full 8 days actually, but but the week only has 7. So I take the 6 point something, and now instead of taking the total multiplier divided by 1/8 to get the daily yield, but you go 7/8 to go up to a weekly yield. And that came out to be 55.1%. So yeah, very, very potent strategy, if I dare say so. So
very aggressive, very aggressive.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'm out of here for the night, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it very much. And I'll be back at y'all soon.